Imagine you are going on a date with an Indonesian woman and this is your first date with her. What are the things you shouldn't do, or what are the things you absolutely want to avoid when you go on that date? This is the topic of today's video. I will share with you the 5 things you don't want to do when you go on your first date with an Indonesian woman. These 5 things are based on my own personal experience. This is what I think you shouldn't do. This is what I think it's important to consider. So the first thing you don't want to do when you go on a date, on your first date with an Indonesian woman, is to not bring her flowers or any kind of gifts. That's not necessary, yeah? Because for the simple reason that the girl actually would feel embarrassed, most of them. I'm pretty sure there are some women, some Indonesian women, it's a tiny minority certainly, who would like to receive flowers on her first date, but I've never done it. I've never brought flowers to my first date, you know. That's nonsense. Yeah, I bring flowers to my girlfriend from time to time to surprise her, or on her birthday, for example, right? But not on the first date. Even I've talked about this in previous videos. Yeah, the Indonesian dating culture is more conservative and more like, let's say, old-fashioned when you compare it to the Western dating culture. And with old-fashioned, I don't mean to degrade Indonesian dating culture, but you know, still, you don't need to bring any flowers, and you don't bring any gifts, you know, no chocolate, no, I don't know what, maybe a ring or a bracelet, you know. Maybe some guys are that crazy and think they need to impress the girl by bringing gifts and stuff like that. No need to do this. You don't wanna do this. No flowers, no gifts. The second thing you don't want to do and you want to absolutely avoid is hugging and kissing. Hugging is clear, right? Kissing, I mean not kissing on the mouth, but kissing the cheeks, you know, like it is common in some European countries. For example, I know that from Switzerland, and I believe in Italy it's very similar, but in Switzerland it is just, if you meet, you frequently kiss even the woman, not the man, but when a man meets a woman, you kiss her on the cheeks, you know. This is very common. This is how I remember when I lived in Switzerland. But you don't do this in Indonesia. Please remember this, you know. This is a conservative culture, so especially on your first date, you don't hug, and you don't kiss, and you don't touch, yeah. Handshake is okay, that's no problem. Even though some Muslim women don't like to shake hands as well, that has something to do with the religion. But no hugging, no touching whatsoever on your first date, you know. It's not only about the conservative culture, also Indonesian culture is a lot about face saving, you know. When you start to kind of hug or touch, or even want to try to kiss that girl in public, that's just weird. It's actually crazy, and the girl would lose a lot of face because, you know, she also needs to protect her reputation, you know. It's certainly nice for her to meet a foreigner. It's a pleasure for her. It's a privilege, but, you know, everything needs to be in a proper setting, and she don't want to be looked at like a slut or something like that, okay? Number 3, what you don't want to do on your first date with an Indonesian woman is to ask her, when you have conversation, to ask her about her ex-boyfriend or her previous relationships. This is something in Western cultures, it is a little bit different, you know. We can discuss this a little bit more openly, I know that. But what you don't want to do, you don't want to initiate that kind of conversation. So please do not ask her about her ex-boyfriend, you know, how many boyfriends she had and stuff like this. You don't ask her about her past relationships, how many boyfriends, any details, and even the cause of the breakup. Yeah, it is considered very impolite and irritating in Indonesia. Don't ask me why. I mean, to a certain degree it makes sense also, but you want to avoid this, okay? If this woman is talking by herself about her past relationships, so let it be. I think if she initiates it by herself, then it's all good, all okay. Maybe she just wants to be transparent or honest. And I think if she just even only briefly mentions it, that's okay. But if she starts to talk about her ex-boyfriend relentlessly and in an ongoing fashion, if this is the case, it's a red flag. If she is talking too much about her ex-boyfriend, that simply means she is not over it yet. I don't know, we don't know what happened to this past relationship, but probably she was dumped by this boyfriend and this guy is still in her mind. So that's a clear red flag. It's not a good sign. You better step away from that woman and silently retreat, you know, very politely. Point number 4, you don't want to brag. Yeah, I've mentioned this in previous videos many times already. This is somehow we men are wired. Yeah? We are wired in a certain way, and we always think we need to impress the woman, especially on the first dates, right? But this is what you don't need to do in Indonesia. Especially not on your first. Don't brag. Don't brag about your income, your status, your salary, your job, your position, your big house, how many cars you have or you don't have. That's absolutely not necessary to talk about that stuff. No bragging, please. The simple fact that you are taking your time to meet this woman, by that fact alone she is impressed, okay? So basically you are the prize already. You don't need to think about something how to impress her, especially with material things. Don't forget, Indonesia is still a poor country in many ways. So, and the girl you are dating, most likely she is not a millionaire, she's not rich. She comes from a very humble and simple background. It also matters where you date. If you are dating in the province, then for sure her parents might be farmers even, you know. So don't make her feel inadequate or put her down, because this is what eventually is happening. If you brag about your status and your job and you're flying business class around the world, and you're so proud of it, and you're posting pictures on Instagram and, hey, look, I'm here in the business class seat, and you know. But anyway, by the way, your employer is paying for it, but you don't mention that, right? So you see all this fakery around. This is just one example. But by bragging about that stuff, you make her feel inadequate, or in other words, you make her feel bad. And this is how she will remember you. Remember, people always remember how you make them feel. It doesn't matter, man, woman, boy, girl, whatever. Every human interaction is based on that, you know. People will remember you for how you made them feel. And this is what happens when you brag and talk about all your stuff which she don't have. She feels inadequate, she feels bad, and this is what she will remember about you, you know. You made her feel bad, so there's no point to continue this thing, you know. So remember, she is impressed already that you take your time to talk and date her. You are the prize. But don't take it in the wrong way. Don't think you are God or king or you are something special. By mentioning this, I just want to let you know that it should give you some confidence, okay? that you don't need confidence about yourself, that you as a person, your personality, the fact that you are there sitting together with this girl, talking, chatting, or walking on the beach, she is impressed by that fact alone already. No need to come up with all your material BS, you know. But also don't fly away. Stay humble, okay? This is what I want to convey here, okay? Be aware that she is impressed with the fact that you are dating her, but don't, you know, stay humble, okay? And the fifth thing you certainly do not want to do on your first date with an Indonesian woman is, most likely at the end of your meeting, to invite her straight to your room. This is just simply extremely rude, disrespectful, and stupid. There is no other word for it. This is what it is, you know, because you demonstrate to her that you don't have any manners, you don't respect her basically, and that means you're not worthy, right? You don't do that, you know. I have good news for you though. Once you are in a relationship with an Indonesian woman, the sex or the action in the bedroom is fantastic. It's great, I can tell you, of course, from my own personal experience. Indonesian women are not shy at all. Once they trust you and they respect you, or you are a couple, you are in love with each other, if she really loves you. Trust me, Indonesian women go out of their way to make you happy in the bedroom. That's all I want to say. So no need to worry about it, to kind of wanting to hook up on your first date already. Get it out of your mind. You're not in America, you're not in Germany, you're not in Italy or somewhere else. You are in Indonesia, and you need to understand and learn about the culture. Everything is way more conservative and distanced and reserved. That doesn't mean that Indonesian women do not have desires. They have, and they want to live them out. Yeah? But it is just a face-saving culture. You know, I mentioned this so many times. What I mentioned here just should serve as a reminder to you. Okay, if you wanna enjoy quick sex, then I recommend to hook up with a prostitute, with a hooker, with a freelance girl. You can find them in some bars in Jakarta or in Bali, and I'm pretty sure also in other places around Indonesia. You can find them online. There are plenty of them. I know that, you know. So there is no shortage of easy freelance girls who just, you know, open her legs for some cash, you know. So that's it. These are the 5 points I want to mention today. These are the 5 things you don't want to do, especially on your first date. Keep this in mind. Number 1, no flowers or gifts. No needed. Number 2, no hugging, kissing, or touching. Yeah. Number 3, don't ask about her ex-boyfriend or past relationships. Number 4, please do not brag or try to artificially impress your date, okay? And number 5, do not invite her to your room, to your hotel room, to your apartment, or to your house, or to your villa. Who knows what you're up to or what you have, you know? So these 5 pointers should give you some clear direction here. They are solid, they are tested, you know. And if you just follow these 5 rules here, you are on a very good way already. I also have another video released about the do's and don'ts when going on a first date with an Indonesian woman, and that video I go in way more detail about what to do and what not to do. This is here a little bit more the essence of this video, but very important points to consider, because again, remember, you are a Western guy most likely, and you have this Western dating paradigm going on in your mind, but things work differently in Indonesia. So with that being said, I'm checking out for today. I would be interested to know from you, what are your rules? What are your 5 things or 3 things or 7 things you absolutely don't do when you go on a date with an Indonesian woman? Do you have experience with that? Or if you don't have any experience with dating Indonesian women, perhaps you have experience with dating Southeast Asian women. Let us know, let me know, what are your rules, what are your principles, what are the absolute no-goes when you go on a first date, or for that matter, with any kind of woman. You know, it can be a Western woman, can be a Japanese woman, or maybe a South American woman, right? I'm pretty sure you have some do's and don'ts, right? Okay, thanks for watching. I'm looking forward to see you in the comment sections, and I'm gonna see you in one of my next videos. Take care, bye bye.